Let me guess. Reporter, right?
No, I've been assigned by the DA's office for your case.
So you my lifeline?
I guess so.
Is this your first case?
Doesn't matter. I'm thinking that you think this might be a problem.
This is just perfect.
Do you want me to take this case? If you prefer, I'd gladly drop this case.
What choice do I have?
I guess none.
Do you know how many times you've guessed since you walked in here?
No, I don't. Why don't you tell me?
If you do not know, maybe we shouldn't be having this conversation to begin with. You don't have to guess to actually notice that this is useless. It's all pointless. Baby lawyer to save my ass.
You know what, you're right. This is all useless. I don't even know why I'm here. I'm such a hypocrite, right? Everyone I know called me a hypocrite when I took on this case. And now, sitting here in front of you listening to all of this, I feel like ripping my skin off in shame. They're right. You don't deserve a chance. Do you know the charade that's going on outside? The movement organizations, the press, anyone and everyone wants your head on a spike. You know, it's men like you that taint the images of other men. You may be innocent, you may be guilty, but fight. Fight or die with dignity. You're very popular now, you know that. The front pages, headlines, the blogs, all of them are writing about your story, calling you the woman killer. Even social media sites have given you a hashtag. Hashtag men are trash. If not for anyone else, at least fight for your daughter. Give her the chance to save face, but no. Your ego won't let you do it. The egocentrism, the pride of being the man has consumed you so much that you don't even see it. You sit there, counting the number of times I've said yes, psychoanalyzing me from the moment I walked in. You think you're better. You're not any better. And guess what? This is your music. Dance to it.
How is she?
Who?
My daughter. How is she?
She's at her granny's.
I guess they're taking good care of her there.
Yes. Aside from the fact that every child at her school feels the need to tell her her dad murdered her mom.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I failed her.
Obviously.
Please sit down. Please. Would you believe me if I told you I loved her?
Mr. Moses. Mr. Moses. Mr. Moses.
Yes. Yes. What is it?
You were saying?
Yes, I was saying. What was I saying?
You said, would I believe you if you told me that you loved her?
Yes. Yes. Would you believe me?
Well, I suppose I believe that you loved her at some point. That's why you married her in the first place.
I loved her till the end. I actually still do.
Mr. Moses, you don't kill the people that you love. You either save them Or as the cliche goes, you die for them.
Really?
I'm sorry, can we start over, please?
Please.
Okay, my name is Lutando Chabalala. I am the defense attorney on your case, and you have been charged with first-degree murder, 15 counts of aggravated assault, and the intent to kill the deceased, your wife, Antonia Moses. So, Mr. Moses, are you guilty of all these charges?
Would you believe me if I told you I'm not?
Why not tell me the very truth? Are you guilty or not?
I am not.
Of all charges? You don't sound very convincing.
I don't have to sound convincing. Like I've told you, I'm innocent. And yes, of all charges.
Okay. Let's just keep to what really happened that night.
Where do I start?
How about how about we start from what really happened on the night of the murder?
Just like I told you, I did not murder her.
Apologies. Let's say what happened on that very night.
How about I tell you about the previous night?
Please.
So I returned from work earlier than usual that evening. I decided to finish what I was working on at the office before I left. And since I'm the only one at home, my wife had taken our daughter to her granny's. The work was going smoothly. I was so caught up in what I was doing that little did I notice that time was long gone and Antonia was not back from her mom's. So I decided to give her a call. Unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, I realized that she had actually taken my phone instead of hers. And because I could still reach her on my phone, I decided to put the call through. Her phone had been on flight mode this entire time, and for a second I thought that maybe that's the reason why calls were not coming through, because naturally she would have called by now. So I changed the mode from flight mode to normal mode, but suddenly messages just started coming in, and from this one particular contact name.
But what?
But these messages, they kept pouring in.
Do you know who they were from? Did you see the name?
There was no contact name.
Did you at least read the messages? Did you?
Can I please have a glass of water?
Did you?
Glass of water, please.
Okay. One sec.
Hey, babe.
Hey, honey.
You're still up.
Well, my girls... My girls went to their grands, and the one who's supposed to be back took forever to come back. How am I to find sleep? But actually, looking at the time, you are right. I should be sleeping.
No, you wouldn't dare without me.
You're right, I wouldn't.
Oh, actually, babe, I just realized that I have your phone instead of mine.
Oh, yeah, I actually saw that.
Well, but there's no need to worry because no one called you.
Well, I can't say the same about your phone.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you had messages, missed call alerts, like everything was just going off your phone.
So you went through my phone?
It's no big deal, baby. I needed to get in touch with you because you were taking too long, and then when I wanted to call you, I noticed that it was on flight mode. And I changed it, then suddenly these messages were going off.
So you actually did go through my phone?
I didn't go through your phone, woman. Why would you have your phone on flight mode to begin with?
It is my phone. I can fucking do whatever I want with it.
Antonia, you're using the F word.
Oh, you know what? Just, Swiso, I cannot. Just stop behaving like a jealous husband.
Wow. I'm jealous now. Who is Greg?
I thought you said you did not go through my phone.
I didn't go through the phone. When messages come in, the name of the person who's sending the messages would show. That's how I saw Greg. Who is Greg?
Well, if you must know, he's a friend.
It's just a friend. Since when do you have friends that I do not know?
You don't know all my friends.
Antonia, I've been married to you for 5 years. 5 years, in fact. And tonight you tell me you've got male friends that I don't know about?
Swiso, you know what? I cannot take this drama from you. Not tonight.
I'm dramatic now.
Yes. Yes, you are. You just saw one message from a male friend on my phone and all of a sudden you just gonna judge me and say I'm cheating on you? I'm done. I'm done with this.
You are taking this too far. I haven't accused you of anything. All I am asking is, who is Greg?
Oh, wow. So you're gonna sit there and pretend like you're all innocent now? Pretend like I'm not smart enough to see where this is going? Well, for your information, mister, I am not you. I am not like you. In fact, you know what? I don't give a fuck what you believe. I am telling you now, Greg is my friend. If you can't take that, then fuck yourself.
Antonia, you're taking this too far.
Too far?
Too far.
Too far? Do you want me to show you what too far is? Do you want me to show you?
Wait.
They're saying we have 5 minutes left.
I'm sorry. Then we'll have to finish our story some other time.
I'll be here tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. But before I go, what did the text messages say?
I didn't read the messages. I've seen way too much in this marriage to actually know that I shouldn't go through messages.
So you're saying that your marriage was in trouble?
Just like any other relationship. Nothing that we couldn't actually work through as a couple.
Just that now, it doesn't look like it, does it? I mean, one person is dead and the other has been accused of murder.
Fate.
Fate?
Fate.
Saying you both had issues in your marriage. She's dead. Your fingerprints are all over the scene. Mr. Moses. This establishes a motive. And you're looking very responsible right now.
I don't know where you're going with all of this. But just like I told you, I am innocent.
I believe you, but who else does? I'll see you again tomorrow at 2:30 p.m.
I will make sure that you rot in jail for this. Leave me alone.
I'm not even doing anything to you, Tonya.
You are just a useless man. You're just a useless man who beats his wife. I will make sure that I take my baby away from you and you never see her again.
You will not do such a thing. She's my child too.
Oh, really? Are you sure about that?
You've really lost your mind. You know that.
I am going to show you how crazy I am. You know my father. You know what he can do. I will show you that I am crazier than you think.
I'm not even causing any trouble with you, Tonya. You are the one who's acting crazy.
I'm crazy. I will show you what crazy is. You're saying I am crazy.
I'm gonna call the police. This is not gonna end well.
Yes, run! Run! Run to the police! Let's see who they're gonna believe, a woman or a coward like you.
Thank you. I'd rather be a coward than stand for your craziness, woman. Huh? Did you?
Yes, that's craziness.
If you...
If I what? Huh? If I what? If I what? Huh? You're gonna hit me! You're gonna hit me! Yes, hit me! Hit me, Caesar! Hit me, you bastard!
How are you holding up?
I'm okay, I guess.
Something came up yesterday.
What's that?
I spoke with your friends and your colleagues, and they're all shocked at this entire situation. None of them have ever known you to be a violent or aggressive person. I also spoke with your friend Jade. He says a few weeks ago he saw a fresh scar on your back after one of your basketball nights. He asked you about it and you said that you fell, but afterwards you wouldn't return home.
I'm not sure he knows what he's talking about. I've always slept at home.
And the scar?
Just like he told you. I fell.
Okay, let's talk about your wife.
She's dead.
Obviously. What kind of relationship did you have? What kind of woman was she?
Did you hear anything about my daughter?
I know that she's at her granny's and I'm sure they're taking good care of her.
Sure they are. Thank you.
You see, I can be more helpful if you just tell me what happened that night. I know you love her, loved her. But you and her are the only two people that know what happened that night. If you could at least just tell me, maybe for your daughter, so that she knows that the person that she knew is not the person that people and the press are saying he is now. Do it for her. What happened?
Okay. So, just like I told you, we had our problems as a couple. The messages. When I asked her about the messages, that kind of freaked her out. And the entire thing just got out of hand.
Was it physical?
Yeah, it was physical. I made her mad. I didn't trust her. I should have trusted her.
Okay, was this sometimes or all the time?
She's my wife. I know that she's sometimes temperamental, but I loved her. She loved me. That's all that matters.
Okay, so what happened then? What was she reacting over you questioning her? Did you hit her? So you mean to say that you didn't hit her at all?
I raised my hand too, but I did not touch her.
Okay, so did she hit you?
It doesn't matter now, does it?
Everything is important in the court of law.
She did. She kept on cursing at me. But like I'm saying, I made her mad. I should have trusted her as a husband.
Mr. Moses, what happened after you left your house? What did you do, or who did you speak to first?
I didn't talk to nobody. I don't talk to anybody about my family matters or problems. I just suck it in and get over it. as a man and find a way to move over them.
That's the problem. You men in abusive marriages, you think that keeping it inside is going to be helpful, that pretending nothing happened will get rid of the problem.
Last time I checked, you were supposed to be my defense attorney and not my psychologist.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Okay, so you didn't tell anyone at all?
I didn't tell anyone. I took a walk. And when I figured that she should be calm, I gave her a call.
And did she pick up?
Hello? I know.
I'm sorry.
Babe, I'm also very sorry. Please come home.
I'm so sorry I made you mad. I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
It's fine, babe. It's fine. Just come home, please.
I'll be home in a jiffy.
So you both just said sorry and moved on?
Yes.
Is that what you normally do? Even when you know you're right?
It's not about who's right or wrong.
Mr. Moses, even if that's the case, you do have to try and fix the problem and not just sweep it under the rug.
The last time I checked, you were my defense attorney, not my psychologist.
That's right. So what happened on the following day?
The following morning, I woke up, prepared for work. She even kissed me goodbye. At work, as I was working, I kept on calling just to check up and make sure that she was doing okay. I didn't want to go to work. If I had it my way, I would have stayed at home. But I was so caught up in the work that I lost track of time. Round about 6:45 or so, I gave her a call. And she told me she was cooking. I could almost smell what she was making. Did you know she's a good cook?
From your expression, I can believe that.
Well, I wrapped up what I was doing, packed my things, and the flowers. I bought flowers to say, honey, I'm sorry about last night. So I packed up, took the flowers, and went home. I drove as fast as I can. But by the time I got home, I thought I was too late because she had gone to bed, or so I thought. The TV was on, so I switched that off first and proceeded for the stairs. But halfway I turned around and I went back to the kitchen. Got 2 glasses of wine, a bottle of wine, and I went back up the stairs because I wanted to.
You wanted to?
I wanted to surprise her, but When I got at the door, baby, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing, babe.
Who's that? Who's that, baby? Did you just hit me?
Yes.
What's wrong with you, Antonia?
What did I do?
You are online with the man, making love to him. What is wrong with you?
Don't give me that. It's not like I've met him before.
So you agree that you are online with the man? What is wrong with you,
It's
woman?
not like I was cheating with him.
Where are you going now?
I'm moving out.
You will do no such a thing. Maglobon.
Fine. I'm leaving then.
Where are you going? You are always the victim in this relationship.
Just leave me alone.
Wow.
Wow, what?
Nothing, sorry. So did you make any recordings of these instances of this domestic violence in your home?
Recordings. I've never had to do such a thing.
Any police reports, anything?
A couple. But each time I went to the police, they told me to leave the house to her or take the entire matter to the customary court. But I didn't want to start this process of divorce and go through the process of custody and stuff.
Mr. Moses, you're just like every other man. You can't be in control all the time. This situation has just shown you that at times you have no control.
My daughter, I didn't want my daughter to be a victim of our inabilities to deal with our issues as adults. She's too young.
Yes, she is. And you said the deceased threatened to take her away from you.
She did, a couple of times. But she only did that when she was angry. She didn't want me to part from my daughter.
Mr. Moses, there you go, defending her again. It says right here, she bullied and abused you all the time. Do you understand that? A man can be bullied and abused by a woman, just like a woman can be bullied and abused by a man. Physical and emotional abuse. And it's easier for the woman to lay charges on the man, but not so easy for the man, is it? Most of the time you get laughed at for being in the mix. You defending her doesn't make a difference, Mr. Moses. Your wife chose to use your love for her as your vulnerability. And that vulnerability was something she exploited.
I'm a man.
That's fair. Being vulnerable doesn't make you less of a man. In fact, being vulnerable means you're human. It doesn't make you weak.
I'm not weak.
I didn't say you were. But when things like this happen, it's sure enough that you're in a position where you're being abused and there's nothing that can be done. It's best that you speak out when things like this happen. We have a murder case on our hands. And we need to get our heads together because they're looking at the death penalty, Mr. Moses. And they don't even know that we didn't do murder. Anyway, we need to build our defense. I'll reach out to your colleagues and your friends again and see if they're willing to take a stand. And hopefully we'll be able to do something about that. But remember, every single mark on your body is evidence. And Mr. Moses, you've got to stop trying to defend her. I know you're trying to make excuses for her, Mr. Moses, but excuses are mere excuses. They have no basis. Let's try and get this together and figure it out, at least for your daughter. Your court date is set for the 15th of August. Apparently that's your birthday. I really hope you're reborn on that day.
With all the evidences presented before this honorable court, Mr. Sifiso Moses, you are hereby found